Welcome to Canoe Live. I'm Jackie Delaney. Well, everyone, pundits, analysts, news hosts, gossip bloggers, stand-up comedians, kids on the street, you name it. Who hasn't had something to say about the Tiger Woods sex scandal? And now, even Tiger's late father, Earl, has broken his silence. That's our in-depth topic tonight.
Tiger, I am more prone to be inquisitive, to promote discussion. I want to find out what your thinking was. I want to find out what your feelings are. And did you learn anything?
That ad started airing on both ESPN and the Golf Channel yesterday and continued today as Tiger was teeing off at the Masters, marking his return to the PGA Tour after time off to deal with personal issues. The voice you hear is that of Tiger's father, Earl, who passed away in 2006. So obviously he's not referring to his son's sexcapades or recent fallout from them. And nowhere does it say that's the implication. Either way, opinion is split on whether the 30-second spot is brilliant marketing or proof that Tiger will stop at nothing to make a buck. Well, for more on that debate over that ad, I am joined by Anthony Kalamut, Program Coordinator of Creative Advertising at Seneca College, and President and Co-Founder of Palette Public Relations, Martin Waxman. The first thing I need to do is get each of your opinions on that ad, so I'll start with you.
Creepy, which is a word that keeps coming up over and over again. I wasn't really crazy about it. Did it get a lot of publicity? Absolutely, but I think it was creepy.
So in that respect, it's already done its job.
Depends what its job was to do.
Right. And for you?
Two sides. There's an emotional side, rational side. Emotional side, creepy. I mean, it's definitely going to hit everybody who has an opinion on bringing somebody back from the grave. Rational side, home run. Wyden Kennedy had a full intent to get us to talk about it. Think about it. I want to see those numbers that come out. What's the value of the non-measured media? You and I talking for 5 minutes. What's that worth in ad dollars?
And for anybody who doesn't know, Wyden Kennedy is the ad agency
that created the spot,
behind
yes.
it. Here's the thing for me. Creepy was the first thing, my first feeling, but then as the day wore on and the more I looked at it and thought about it, the angrier I got. And that was my kind of commentary at the end of what you just heard there when I said, you know, brilliant or proof that Tiger will stop at nothing to make a buck. And I think that's what made me most angry about it, was it's just like, okay, so one minute he's telling us his story and then the next minute he's taking advantage of it to make money?
Well, it's really true, and what I find from a public relations perspective, I think a lot of this could have been nipped in the bud, and so many people have said this. You know, early on he needed to be contrite and apologetic and just say, you know, I'm really sorry, this is a personal matter, I need some time with my family. That would have nipped it in the bud, but he hid. There was so much more speculation. This story has gotten so big, and really, who cares? Does it need to be, you know, that big? He's not a world leader. He's a golfer who had some indiscretions. You know, he's not the first. You know, many people have had it. So to do this almost fuels the fire again and makes it a bigger story. But that said, you know, it's on every media outlet for free. You can see this. So
but he's not a world leader. No. But he is a world financial concern. Yeah. I mean, there's no question. This is a billion-dollar property. His pimp, agent, and Nike had a lot at stake here. I mean, think about this whole issue started Thanksgiving weekend, and by Thanksgiving weekend, way off in foreign lands, they were making golf clubs, T-shirts, sweatshirts, ball caps, you name it, that had the TW brand. There was no way Nike could lose this property. EA Games is the same thing. At that point,
well, Gillette didn't mind. Accenture didn't mind.
But they didn't have a Tiger brand. There was no American Express Tiger card. There was no Buick Tiger car. There was no Gillette Tiger spray. But Nike has a TW brand that's worth billions to them. Their entire golf line is based around his brand. So these guys, he is a world leader. I mean, he's a Citibank. He's one of these guys that really is going to fuel. Ask PGA. Where were their ratings last year? Or sorry, where were they projecting their ratings to be without Tiger? What were they when he doesn't play? What are their ratings? So there's a big value here.
As for this ad itself, though, I mean, nowhere in the ad, and nobody from the Tiger camp, from the ad agency or from Nike has said that the implication here is that they even want you to think that Earl is speaking to this. But come on, is that just kind of a convenient out?
Oh, 100%. Without a question. And, of course, take it from his dad, who I guess really had questionable past with his marital. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, is he trying to preach to his son, you know, son, you've done wrong? And did you learn any? I mean, that line just creeped me. What did you learn? Like, I don't know. I learned how to hit a ball better. I mean, we could have done this another way. They took this all from a DVD set from a couple of years ago. And the context of those words that were chosen in this ad aren't even to Tiger. They were said to his mother.
Oh, see, so now you just really creeped me out.
Yeah, so it was like these were words that Earl had said to his mother during a speech that he was giving honoring during the last Masters before his death. The context was to his mother. And now all of a sudden you're saying, geez, you know, like, could you have not taken Tiger?
Yeah.
I wish you well. It's your, you know, like you could have pulled any clip, because this was all a montage of different words.
Yeah.
What your thinking was.
You could have said, enjoy yourself. Good luck. Love you, son. Would have been the, I mean, we would have still been talking about it.
Yeah.
Last word to you from a PR standpoint.
Yes.
Has this hurt him now, because it has kind of stirred things up again and made people like me creeped out by it?
I think it probably, in the short term, will. I think in the long term, people are so forgiving, and this too will blow over. And it did, I mean, from a straight publicity point of view, it created a lot of awareness for, you know, the tour. One thing, though, for people, watch it with the volume off. It looks like you're in a really bad staring contest with Tiger. Colleague of mine pointed that out.
Something I don't want to do either. Thanks to both Martin and Anthony. So what do you think? Is Tiger's new Nike ad touching or in bad taste? Post a comment on our blog at suntvnews.ca.